Sometimes it doesn't take much for a celebrity to destroy their whole career. Sometimes it happens within seconds. Just one bad decision. We are talking about some celebrities this happened to in our part 4 list today. That is right, we have a part 4. I'm your host for this one, Jasper. Thanks for coming to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. Make sure you guys leave a like before we get into it because it really helps us out. Starting off our countdown at number 10 is Tekashi 6ix9ine. The musician, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, was arrested in 2019 for his connection to the notorious gang 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods. It actually came to light in November 2018, but then he was sentenced at the very end of 2019, and then his sentencing followed into 2020. He was sentenced to 2 years behind bars for charges of racketeering, drug trafficking, and other firearm-related issues. The legal case was highly documented, and he made headlines after he called out other celebrities like Jim Jones and Cardi B, saying they were also connected to this gang. That alone would ruin a lot of music connections for him because nobody likes a snitch. But his jail time is enough to ruin his career, most likely. But luckily for him, he was released in April of 2020 due to COVID-19 concerns in prison. He has very bad asthma apparently, and it made him vulnerable, so the judge ordered him to serve the rest of his term in home confinement. Up next, number 9 is Bhad Bhabie. The young rapper was cancelled in 2020 after she made some racist comments during an Instagram live stream. She was already facing backlash for being accused of cultural appropriation at the time. People said that she was blackfishing, and rather than simply explaining herself or even apologizing, she went off on a rant and made some very offensive comments. In part of her rant, she said, "If I wanted to be black, I would be saying the N-word. I would be doing stuff black people do. Who wants to be black? I don't understand that." For obvious reasons, people were not thrilled with her comments, and she faced the heat for them. Months later, she did apologize for the offensive remarks, but the damage was already done at that point. Moving on to number 8, this was one of the biggest scandals of 2020 and shocked a lot of people when it started making headlines everywhere. A tragic incident happened in July 2020 where he shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. They were riding in an SUV together along with another passenger, and an argument broke out within the car. It ended with Tory firing off some bullets, and one of them hit Megan's foot as she was getting out of the car. It's not clear whether or not he was intentionally trying to shoot her, but she shared screenshots online of him texting her an apology when she was in the hospital after. But even with screenshots, he pleaded not guilty for felony count charges including assault with a semi-automatic firearm, personal use of a firearm, and carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle. His court date was set for January 20th, 2021, but got postponed due to the US presidential inauguration, so we are still waiting to see what happens. In spot number 7 is Lovely Peaches. Thankfully, her celebrity status was taken away from her, but you'd only know who she is if you follow along on TikTok. She gained fame from her TikTok page, but then got banned from the app after she started threatening Charli D'Amelio, the huge TikTok star. She started attacking her online, but not some like high school bully type stuff. She was actually making very serious threats. She posted online that she hired a man to find her and her. She was going as far as asking people for Charli's address and even live streamed herself with this alleged man attacker who also said that he was going to do it. Fans became incredibly worried for her safety and contacted the police. Things went too far when Lovely Peaches actually took photos outside of Charli's home. Luckily, the police got involved and Charli was never harmed, and Peaches got banned from the app. Coming up next at number 6 is Dave Chappelle. Now, some people didn't agree with his actions while others totally supported him, so everyone might have a different opinion on this one. Let me know yours in the comments. He faced some criticism in 2020 after he posted a video on his Instagram where he asked his fans to not stream his episodes of his Comedy Central show. He actually wanted to boycott them. This might be confusing, so this is what happened. Years ago, he abruptly quit Chappelle's show without any notice, but because he had signed a contract before he left, he doesn't get any additional money for the sketches that air now. After he had quit, they still released a shortened third season and used some of his previously unreleased sketches because they have the rights to them. So legally, they don't owe him any money for streaming the episodes now because of the contract that they had in place. He was paid at the time that he filmed them, and the contract says that he will not earn additional money. However, he is starting to demand money. Netflix ended up removing it from their platform because he asked them to, but Viacom BS would not. Read the contract before you sign it. I never read those things. I accept every term on the internet. Halfway through the list, at number 5 is Tati Westbrook. There has been a lot of drama in her career in the past couple of years, and one move in 2020 seemed to do more bad than good, but I don't think those were her intentions. Her drama started in 2019 when she released a video on YouTube making serious claims her video caused a ton of damage to his career and reputation. His channel actually lost millions of subscribers within the day, and he was being attacked online viciously. Once the chaos settled, Tati went silent for a year, but then came back out of nowhere in 2020 to release an updated video. In the video, she openly apologized to James Charles and put the blame for her original video on Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson instead. She exposed the two famous YouTubers for giving her all that false information that she put in her video, and revealed they wanted to film her creating the initial James drama and make it part of their film series. She said it was all part of their plan to ruin his career. But a lot of fans came after her saying that they don't believe her and think it is wrong for her to come back a year later and then just put the blame on other people. What do you guys think? Taking over the number 4 spot is Sebastian Bales. He is a TikTok star who gained fame with his girlfriend at the time, Lauren Goodwin, for their goofy videos and skits. One thing they are known for specifically is their prank videos, but one of them went too far and they both faced some heat for it. Sebastian posted the video to his YouTube page and titled it "Fighting in Front of Our Friends Prank. Bad idea." The beginning of the video is Sebastian telling his viewers that him and Lauren are going to prank their friends by pretending to be in an abusive relationship and fight each other. People were furious that they would make light of such a serious situation and thought that the prank was totally inappropriate and insensitive, which it is. In our 3rd spot is Pokimane. Her career is still going, but she was having some rough patches in 2020, and one of them came after she broke some policies. If you don't know who she is, she's one of the most popular Twitch streamers in the world, but got in trouble after going against some of their policies. On a few different occasions, her account has been in danger, and after she used the word simp in one of her live streams, she was at risk for getting banned. She said the word multiple times, and it grabbed Twitch's attention because they actually banned the use of that word, along with other words, in an attempt to stop online harassment and bullying. Now, some people think it's a little ridiculous to ban words and then ban users for saying them, while others totally appreciate what they are trying to do. Honestly, they might have been more strict with her because it was not her first time that she's broken policies on the app, so I think they just had eyes on her. Sniping the number 2 spot is Shane Dawson. He has been in the YouTube game since the very beginning, and throughout his career he has been cancelled on numerous occasions. But things got more serious in 2020 and YouTube took action and demonetized all of his channels. His entire career was literally taken away from him. Everything fell apart after old footage resurfaced and showed him making some racist and inappropriate comments. But it was one video clip that set people over the edge. People were absolutely disgusted by his actions. YouTube ended up demonetizing all 3 of his channels so that he couldn't make money off any future videos or any of his old ones. He has not made a return to YouTube yet, but rumor has it that he might. In the number 1 spot is Johnny Depp. Whether he deserved it or not, he lost everything in 2020 it seemed, and the reasoning is still up for a big debate. Last year, his lawsuit with ex-wife Amber Heard was being heavily documented, and his career started taking hits after she accused him of being abusive towards her. Their lawsuit is still ongoing and is one of the biggest controversies in Hollywood, with a very big divide on whether or not people believe he is guilty. But regardless, the claims were enough to make him lose some jobs. He was asked to resign from Fantastic Beasts for the sake of the movie, and he did. And fans were devastated. Now, if you believe the claims in the lawsuit, then you would feel confident that his actions caused this decision and that he deserves it. But if you don't, then you're probably really upset with this decision. The lawsuit continues later this year in court, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Alright guys, that is our list to end this video. I'm gonna do some comments from our last marathon video of celebrities who destroyed their careers. So much tea in all my lists these days. Blessings Kaliangwe says, "Hey Joss, I like your tattoos." Really? Because I regret some of them. and that's a fact. Guillermo Alfaro says Offset is an amazing father. I honestly don't think people were saying he wasn't a good father. They were just mad that he kept cheating on Cardi B. Good father, shitty husband. Miss Noma says, I think celebrities need to stay off social media, period. Get someone to manage their online presence. Some of them probably do, but in all honesty, I wouldn't want someone running my social media. You just never know these days who you can trust. Jabbar Muhammad says, celebrities sometimes tell the truth or they're pathological liars. I don't think that's celebrities. I think that's just humans. Alright guys, that is all I got. I'm getting out of here. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss our next video. I was your host Joss. I will see you next time. Bye.